Good morning. Today is Easter Sunday, and I'm back home. As last week I was in my son's house doing a very quick a Sunday thought for you, and I've had my hair cut, so I feel renewed and revitalized and ready to go. Haven't had an Easter egg yet, but I think that's coming later today. Now, it is unfortunate that we can't gather together to remember the master teachers, Jesus's words, or just join in community to think of the greater power that exists within us and around us and feel community and feel loved by others. But we do the best we can. Now, I'm a contemplator. I had some Sunday school background, so I did know some basics around Jesus's life and things like that. But I have visited Israel twice, and twice I've been to Bethlehem, and twice I've been to up into Jerusalem, and I've seen where what they have anyway as to where Jesus was on the cross. I've also experienced a last night supper, how it was fed and what they ate and things like that. Lots of little things that were very, very special to me, as well as to moving around. And now my actual connection is more with Peter, but that's another story for another day. Today, I wanted to speak about what has been said that Jesus said on the cross. And we all know the story is that he came in and then they put him on the cross. Now, his last words that are reported, and I want you to remember this. Most of these stories were handed down for a long time before they were written out. A lot of these stories were group to group to group to group. Now, have you ever been to the party where someone says something in your ear and you say it to the next person and the next person and the next person? And by the time it comes out the other end of maybe 5 or even 10 people, it is totally different, or it doesn't say the same thing, because we put our own twist on it, we put our own beliefs on it, we put our own awareness on it. And so what I'm going to say today is my beliefs. What I have come to decide is what about this very important phraseology. Now, in Luke 23:34, it says that Jesus' last words were, "Forgive them, Father, they know not what they are doing," or what they do is how I always remembered it being said. I just read that from something that I pulled off the good old internet today. So I didn't have to go looking through one of my Bibles to find it. Now, I want you to just think of something. I have become a great believer in forgiveness. And one of the things I came to understand as the years went by was that the universal love energy, which Jesus always referred to as the Father within me who does the work, is that connection to that source of power, that power that is there that loves us unconditionally. There's no need that they don't have to be forgiven. I had even someone say the other day, if I'm as long as I know I'm forgiven, well, you have to forgive yourself. And this is what I'm going to get back to. I do not believe that Jesus said, "Father, forgive them." What I do believe is he said, "I forgive them, for they know not what they do." And he wasn't talking about the thieves. He was talking about the people that put him up on the cross, the people that had beaten him, the people that had done all those things. My phone's just gone off. I guess that was somebody agreeing with me. So all of those things were very, very, very important. And unfortunately, we tend to put our power outside of ourselves. We tend to forget that this energy that exists in this world exists within us, that loves us unconditionally, absolutely loves us, cares about us, and brings everything to us. Now, when I really began to understand about forgiveness, I began to work with myself, and first of all, forgiving myself, and then forgiving myself for all times, because as you probably, if you follow me, know that I am a past life regressionist, and I believe in many lives, like not only just past, but future. And so I know that we've had lifetimes, and that most of this life, we make decisions based on other times when we re-experience the feelings and emotions that we've had. Now we reach back. The importance of those words, unfortunately, I feel have been a little bit lost. I forgive them, Father. Because they're already forgiven. If they forgive themselves, now the key here is you must forgive yourself. This is why we found in past life regressions, guilt, regret, strong emotions fall into there, but I'm talking mostly about guilt and regret. When you have guilt and regret within you, it blocks you from that loving energy. You do not love yourself. You do not love yourself in that moment. You do not love yourself in that, well, you might say, time frame. Consequently, what ends up happening, you're not as connected as you could be to that energy that loves unconditionally. And so it's not about that energy, about God, about Jesus, about whatever name you want to call it, love forgiving you. It's about you forgiving you and being free to embrace that love that is there for you. Because when each one of us comes to the end of this time with this body that we have now, we have to be able to embrace that love. And that's what many of the old scripts talked about, was which journey do you take? Do you take, will you merge with that light? Will you merge with that love? Or do you take a different path where you have to go through all the forgiveness work? Why not do that forgiveness work now? Why not do it here and now? Just by connecting in as much as you possibly can to that love energy and recognizing that you forgive yourself. Now, I have found there are times when I have had to forgive myself every day for something, because I would get upset about it, or I would feel guilty about it, or I would regret I said or did something. And it does make a huge difference. Some religions have a way in which they can you get relieved from the guilt, because they do know that that's what impedes you and blunts your spirituality. But at the same time, it's about accepting who you are, that you are connected, that you are one with all that there is. And so it is, I forgive them. I forgive myself. Forgive myself throughout all time for everything that I have done. And because I'm a wonderful human with feelings and with reactions and I'm not a machine. I'm not a robot. I'm not anything like that. And there are times I need to forgive myself, because if it's not about me forgiving somebody else, it's about me forgiving my reaction to that someone else. It's about me knowing that I have within me an energy that supports me letting go, that I don't have to beat myself up. I don't have to make myself pay. I don't have to be hung out. I just have to forgive myself and be as honest as I possibly can at any moment. Now, I truly hope that you enjoy your Easter Sunday dinner, wherever you're having it or whoever you're having it with and whatever you're eating. Just remember that community, if possible, is really important. And just know that life is really worth living. It was so good for me to get last weekend to go down to the coast and see friends and family and enjoy conversations and things that face to face, and have a few hugs. So therefore, on that note, I just want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And remember, Wednesday, I will be back with another topic. And also, too, I want you to just say thank you from the bottom of my heart for the comments and for the likes, and especially for the subscriptions. I appreciate it. Bless you. Wish you well on this Easter Sunday morning. Thank you.